everybody. Hi, welcome to our channel. My name's Ema Melanaphy and I'm a holistic practitioner and teacher. And I'm joined today by Tanvir Anowar, who is the holistic home healer. He is a house healer as well as a dowser and does other energy work as well, like Reiki. So yes, today we are going to be looking at the basics of dowsing for beginners. And this is going to be an interactive, practical episode. So you can join in and get some actual hands-on experience of what it's like to dowse for yourself, which is the best way of doing it, I think, with these things. So Tanvir, over to you. Would you like to say a few words?
Yes, thank you, Ema, for giving me the opportunity to show the practicals experience how dowsing works, and it will be a very interesting session, I think. So, for today's session, what we will do, we will learn about the basic of dowsing, how to program our pendulum, how to do a short meditation before starting our dowsing, how to ground ourselves, and at the very end we will do a self test, so it will be very interesting.
Fantastic. Can't wait.
Right.
Lovely.
Yeah. So yes, please carry on.
I was going to say, so could you explain to me and to our viewers why somebody would want to do dowsing? What's the purpose? What's it for, really? Is it just for finding water and things like that? Yeah,
it's a very good question. The thing is, like, if you just look at our old age, when the technology was that much available to the people, they're much more sensitive about energies. They can sense that what we need to do, the right thing, and what we need to avoid. Even in animal kingdom, you can find that you already have a cat, so you know that how sensitive they're with the energies. So they can sense that what is the right thing to do, what is the good vibe, what is the bad vibe. So human also has the same abilities to perceive energies, to get the information through their intuition. But the thing is, we need to practice to cultivate our intuition, because we are not practicing it very frequently. That's why for most of us, the intuition is not working as it should be. So most of the time, it shows us that what we want, it's not the intuition what we need to perceive. So there are two things. So one thing, what we want, and another thing, what is the right thing to do.
Right.
So these two things, we need to select what's the right thing to do, whether I want it or not.
Yes.
So when we are going to use our intuition, then we are going to get the right result at the very moment on our actions.
Right.
And dowsing is the most simplified way to decode the intuition. So that's why I always say people that, okay, if you're not doing meditation, if you are not aligning your energy with the divine, that's absolutely fine. But it's your birthright to decode your intuition. And
Yes.
we all have that ability to decode our intuition.
Yeah.
But we need to practice. For some people, it's like they can sense it just in a blink of the eyes. But for other people, it's like we need to practice. But everyone can poke into that energy and decode those messages. And dowsing is the most simplified way to decode those energies. And
Fantastic.
today we will know about pendulum dowsing, because there are lots of dowsing tools like L rod dowsing, Y stick dowsing, and pendulum dowsing. Even some people can dowse without any tools, so they can just sense energy through their hand.
Okay, it sounds like we're getting into other areas as well now, because that's quite often what I'll do when I'm giving a tarot reading. So I do my own. I do use the tarot deck for divination, and so I'll kind of spread. I'll use my intuition, but I'll also spread the cards out, and I'll kind of move my hand along whilst I'm asking the question, and
Right.
feel into the energy, and that's how I know which cards to draw.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's the fantastic way to poke our intuition, that whatever
Mm,
energy is saying to us, because our body receives the information first, then
mm-hmm,
we decode that information through some device or tools. Because people who are like you are a tarot card reader, so
mm-hmm.
you know that what the energy is saying. But
Yeah.
people who are not aligned yet, so they can just get a quick result through what their body perceive the result. And
Yeah.
it's just showing that, okay, the pendulum is showing yes, or pendulum is showing no. It can show different kinds of result, but today we will only study two things: that yes and no questions, how to get yes and no question through our intuition.
Mm. Okay.
Yeah.
Brilliant. That sounds
Right.
like a good starting place.
Yeah. So let me share my screen. So today's session, we named it as Introduction to Pendulum Dowsing 101, as it is the basic one.
Yes.
So I expect you all have some sort of dowsing tools. So right now you can see that pendulum.
And here's mine. This is a necklace I'm going to use as a pendulum. It's one that I've had for many, many years, and it's amethyst. Um,
Fantastic.
yeah.
Right. Yeah. So it's everything works. So even if it's a key ring, key with a string, that will also
Uh-huh.
work. So, so that's
Ah,
the beauty of the
fantastic.
dowsing. So you don't have to spend any money to purchase a pendulum right away. But
Hmm.
what I say, that what resonates with you, that's the main thing.
Right.
If it is the crystal, then go with the crystal. If it's the metal, because right now I am using this pendulum that's called
Oh,
Isis
wow.
pendulum. So it
Hmm.
is mixed with brass, because brass is a earth element. So
Oh.
generally it it's more grounding type of things. So
Hmm.
when dowse with metal pendulum, we need to put less effort to cleansing process, and
Ah.
also maintenance. So I will explain it later.
Hmm.
So let's So first of all, uh, I hope you already have the pen holding your pendulum. If you are not holding your pendulum, so you can just go and grab one. And if you
Hmm.
want to purchase a pendulum, I will also put a link below. You can have a look there as well. So as I have told you that we can have any sort of things we can turn into a pendulum. But for today's session, I will use my Isis pendulum, this one. So you can select any pendulum as you want, but make sure that it's resonate with you. If you're feeling comfortable with that pendulum, then definitely it will give you a faster and quick correct result. To me, what I have seen, for me, I was when I was learning dowsing, I use this amethyst pendulum.
Hmm.
But what I have felt that uh, the crystal has its own resonance, so it has its
Yes.
own energies. And
Hmm.
if those energies is not aligned with your own energy, so it might be deviating from its result, what it's needed to be shown for
Yeah.
the users. So that's why I always uh, ask my students and the fellow members who wants to learn, so select the pendulum with crystal or whether it is a metal one, so that things needs to be resonate with your energies.
But like radio waves and sound waves, you don't want
Right,
interference because that will that's what
right.
you'll be getting and picking up on, isn't it? If there's interference, if they don't,
Yeah,
they don't work together.
right. So, so what's the benefit of the metal pendulum? So, it's metal pendulum, or one of the benefit is it takes less maintenance, because for crystal, we need to charge it. Sometime we need to charge it in the moon or in the sometime eclipse. Gives a
Mm-hmm.
good result for some crystals, and sometimes full moon also charge those pendulum in a more vibrant way.
Mm-hmm.
And for metal pendulum or the wooden pendulum, it is not required. So
Okay.
if you just set your intuition that I want to be cleared all kind of energies from my pendulum, and I want to use it for the good purpose, that's
Mm-hmm.
sufficient enough to clear it.
Wow. Even for a
Yeah,
beginner.
even for the beginner. So you
Wow.
need to set the intention, just
Yes.
like let go all the detrimental energy which is attached with that pendulum. I am letting it go.
Mm.
And then you need to hold the pendulum, and it's good to tap on your table or the ground
Mm-hmm.
like this.
Okay.
So what is happens when you tap that pendulum, it's just break the existing rest of the energies what are entangled with that energies which are not required right now. It's
Mm-hmm.
get removed, and it's
Yeah.
get grounded. So the main purpose is to make the energy ground. I mean, those eight detrimental energies what it's having right now go
Mm-hmm.
through the ground, and is free from any kind of attached energy which may influence our result.
Mm.
So that's the grounding process. And then we need to program the pendulum. Now you
Mm.
may say that what is programming? We are not going to do any kind of coding and stuff here.
Oh.
Yeah. So the thing is, right now the pendulum is like it's a blank slate. So it has nothing. It has no programmed inside it, but we need
Mm.
to program it what the yes should be, how the yes should be, and how it should show me the no as well. So for many people, they're holding a pendulum on their left hand, and some people
Okay.
use their right hand. But
Left
there
hand's
is
a really good idea. Sorry. Right.
yeah. So I
You go
also
ahead.
use left hand, but there is
Mm-hmm.
no right and uh, you know wrong rules. So whatever resonate with you, always better to use that hand. So
Mm-hmm.
I am holding my pendulum on my left hand, and then I am
Mm-hmm.
asking the pendulum, show me the yes. But I am also uh, moving the pendulum in the clockwise direction. So this is my yes. So I am
Okay.
intentionally moving it. So
Okay.
it is not like I am asking question. So I am setting, I'm programming that what yes should be like. So I am intentionally moving it in the clockwise direction.
Mm-hmm.
Some people generally, I mean, for most of the people, they use clockwise as a yes and counterclockwise as no.
Mm-hmm.
So now we will set our no answer, how it should be like. So I am setting the no with the clockwise moving the pendulum. You just focus on the pendulum and
Mm-hmm.
set your intuition that how you want to see your no answer. So for me, it's a counterclockwise movement. So I am intentionally moving it in the counterclockwise. So I'm not
Okay.
asking anything, I'm setting the answer so that my energies, my muscle, and the pendulum get itself into aligned that what is yes and what is no.
Mhm.
So do this practice for around 2 or 3 minutes so that your muscle memory can get the idea that where should I move that pendulum, because pendulum itself not showing anything, it's your intuition which is follow through your hand and it's uh, resonating in your through the pendulum. So now we
Okay.
can if you want to do more, and you can just pause the video here and program your pendulum.
Mhm.
And now we'll go to the next part, preparing ourselves. So this is the most important part, because if we are not aligned, then we cannot expect that we are going to get a very good result. So first of all, we needed to be hydrated. If we are not hydrated, then definitely we are not getting a good result, because there is a uh, you know the moon sign which represent the intuition in the
Mm.
astrological aspect, and it's also represents the water element as well.
Yeah.
So so it's kind of help you to get more aligned with your intuition. So
Mm.
drink water before dowsing. And in the second step, we need to being mindful, but don't expect that I am going to uh, do a long meditation here. So I will give you a very short tip. It will help you. So just take a deep breath. So one deep breath. Now open your eyes and focus on three things which is surrounding you. Just focus on the first thing first. Observe it. Try to see it more clearly. Try to visualize how the texture is, what is the color. Now go to the second object. Do the same thing. Observe it clearly. What is the color? What is the texture? You can also touch it to feel it, that how it feels at this very moment. And now go to the third object. Do the same thing. Now close your eyes and just focus that how the first object was, what was the color, and how it was felt when you touched that object. If you're done with the first object, then go to the second object. Visualize the same thing. And now go to the final object. Visualize the same thing. Now we will do deep breathing. So inhale through your nose Exhale through your mouth. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. And for the third episode, we will inhale through our nose. And when we will exhale, we will make the sound as I'm doing now. Feel like everything is going out from your body. Now open your eyes. So for now, I can ensure you are totally in focus now. What we needed for the next part to go for dowsing. Ema, how are you feeling now? More
I'm feeling
focused?
centered. Yeah, centered and
Yeah,
grounded. Really nice.
good. It's a very short one.
No, it's really effective. Thank you.
Right,
Using that
thanks.
myself.
Good. So when we're, even if it's not for the dowsing, even if we just want to get ourselves grounded, or we are feeling intense, so that things tries to, I mean, that things make us grounded. And when we're at the last episode of the breathing, so when we're saying with the sound, so that is just letting go all sort of energy through our body, and our mind become more calm and focused. So it's a very short process and a very effective one for me, at least. I can say that.
Yeah, same here. And you're also connecting energetically with the unseen and the seen. You're kind of like connecting both of them by connecting with the physical aspect and then recreating it inside your mind's eye, your imagination, aren't you?
Right. Yes.
Yeah, that's powerful.
Right. So now we will go to our next step. What is like, we need to ask permission from our higher self, or you can say that from our divine, that whether we are ready for dowsing or not. Definitely, you have a question that you want to dowse, because your logical mind is not giving you the right answer, or it's not. I mean, sometimes when we are confused, that's mean our logical mind is not concluding with a answer what we need now. Then we seek for our help of our intuition. So that's
Yeah.
why it's very much required we seek help from our higher self or divine. So first we need to ask, may I dowse now? So am I prepared for dowsing? So if we are not prepared for the dowsing, and if we get a sense that uh, no, you're not prepared, so you hold your pendulum like this,
Hmm.
close your eyes, and just for the sake of our episode, that am I ready for the dowsing? So it will give you an answer whether it is going to move clockwise, or it will move the pendulum in the counterclockwise. For some people it might take some time to get the answer, but eventually we will get the pendulum will start to move. So have you get an answer, Ema?
I have. Well, I did. I feel like I got yes and no.
It's completely okay. It's
Yeah,
completely okay.
because My no is back and forth, and it started off clockwise, but then it started going
Okay.
yes and no.
Okay.
Sorry,
Some
no.
people, if you are already programmed your pendulum, like show me yes through moving forward and backward, then go with that. You don't need to override with clockwise or counterclockwise. If you are already using dowsing in your own way, so always go with that uh, process. So
Yeah,
when we
I'm getting a yes.
yes, so when we are dowsing with the may I, so it seeks the permission from the divine that whether I am ready to get the uh, dowsing right now, get the right answer through the dowsing right now or not. Then we need to ask, can I dowse? Because sometimes if you're dowsing for something which you are not capable of, I mean, it's not about the limitations. It's like some people, very much attuned with finding objects, and some other people finding water source, and some people are more into sensing energies. So it's your domain that whatever uh, uh, you were asking. So you need to ask the permissions first, and then seek that whether you can dowse for that particular questions or not. So just do the same process. Can I dowse for these things? Have you got any answer?
I have, Tanvir. I'm afraid it's a no.
Okay. So for rest of our viewers, so what I can ensure that not for all the result will be same, but to dowse or to proceed, we need to we need to get 3 yes for this three answer, or at least what I do. So if for you, if it's the answer is no, then you don't need to go for the second step. But for our audience, so we will ask them to go for another question, should I? Because sometime we think that okay, we can dowse for someone, but that particular information is not right for you to know right now, which divine don't want to be exposed for. So, so that's why we need to dowse that whether should I dowse or not. So this three question is crucial. May I, can I, or should I? So when you get three yes from your intuition through your dowsing, then you can go for the original dowsing. I mean, the question you want to ask. And most importantly, don't focus on the result what's coming. So it's like sometimes what's happened, uh, you are dowsing like, am I going to win the lottery?
Right.
But but back in your mind, you are expecting that I need to win the lottery. So then your pendulum will show you, yes, you are going to win the lottery. So the thing is, don't set any kind of intention. It might be positive, it might be negative, but uh, the, if you are getting attached with any kind of bias, then your pendulum will move into that direction. Because when we are learning dowsing, at the very initial stage, this happened a lot. because we think that no, we are not attached with that question, but we are attached somehow. So when you are getting experience day by day, then you will know yourself that whether you are attached or not. So
Mm,
the thing is very much important that you are not get attached with the outcome of your dowsing.
mm. I think
So
that's where the meditation can be helpful, isn't it, Tanvir?
yeah, that's what you're
Because
right.
as humans, we kind of quite often like to guess what's going to happen. We like to
Mhm.
predict. We like to have our story, and we like to see it through to the next point. So it's like, I think, oh yeah, this is definitely going to happen on the kind of subconscious level, and we do like to be right about our predictions, and it can happen on a, as I say, on a subconscious level almost. So that can also be a form of attachment, can't it? So yeah,
You're absolutely
meditation,
right.
mindfulness.
Yeah.
Yeah, the meditation and mindfulness helps us to step outside of that and into what is right here and right now. So we're
Yeah.
not kind of looking forward or looking back. We're
Hmm.
just there.
Right. It helps a lot because if you're not attuned with the energies or the uh, you know the yin and yang or whatever your belief is, or connecting with God, or if you're not aligned with the higher self, then the thing is it's very hard to get a good result from the intuition, whether it is a
Mhm.
pendulum dowsing or whatever the process you follow. So our intuition will not work. It's just like either it's a fear or it is just our wants, but it will not show you the right thing what you need to do. So to get the most out of it, so meditation is very important. And that's
Yes.
why we also did a short mindfulness practice at the
Mhm.
beginning of our session, so that uh, at least we can ground ourselves and
Mm.
focus and be open to get the result. Because if you closed yourself, no, I don't, I am self sufficient, I don't need any help, then definitely intuition will not work for you. At least
Mm.
for me, it doesn't work in that way. So
Yeah.
what I need to do, I need to be open. So I always seek help from the divine, that I am dowsing for these particular questions. So I need answer for the betterment of myself or my client, or whatever the purpose uh, of that dowsing. So always
Yeah.
need to be open. So we are
Mm.
pretty much ready. So
Excellent.
okay, so now I think we're pretty much close to start our dowsing. So here is the fun part: test. So it will be a fun test, I think. So
Mhm.
the first of all, you don't need to share your answer with us, because sometime when we need to submit our answer, we are getting more performance conscious, which we don't want. Because if you're getting performance conscious, that's mean you are in a tension. So there is a high possibility that you are not going to get a good result, and you are not free from the uh, intention or what we just told, that don't set any kind of uh, outcomes, that what it should be. It should be the right thing, not what we want. So for today's test, I have a crystal quartz here,
Ooh,
and
lovely.
I have a amethyst pendulum here. So I
Mhm.
will hold one of the crystal in my left hand,
Mhm.
and you need to dowse, and don't need to say me that what crystal I am holding.
Okay.
So Ema, could you please ask uh, those three questions? May I, can I,
Okay.
should I? And just
Yes.
set the intention. because
Mhm.
setting the intention is the main thing, and we need to be specific. So if the question is not correct or specific, or if it's vague,
Mhm.
then there is a high possibility that we are not getting a very good answer. So for our this test, we can just say that what crystal Tanvir is holding now in his left hand. Be specific.
So, may
So
I perhaps?
ask those three questions.
That's a yes for may I.
Okay.
Can I? That's a yes. And should I?
Right.
That's a yes as well. Excellent.
Very good. Now let me hold one of the crystal. Okay. The crystal
Mhm.
is in my left hand,
Mhm.
and just dowse and focus on the question
Mhm.
that what crystal I'm holding. Just ask.
So, should we ask whether it's? Should we pick one of the two and ask if it's
Yeah.
that one because it has to be
Yeah.
yes or
Right.
no, doesn't it?
Yeah. You
Okay.
can
Right.
ask the both question, because there
Okay.
is a
Yeah.
high possibility that I am also not holding any crystal in my hand as well.
Oh, that's tricky.
Yeah.
That's
That's why
cheeky.
that's why you need to be more specific. So
Yes. Or
if you're
both,
not,
maybe.
or both maybe, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you set for us to ask?
Yeah. So just
Yeah.
for right now, just you can ask two questions. That what crystal
Mm.
is Tanvir holding, the amethyst crystal, and then
Mhm.
second one is Tanvir holding the quartz crystal.
Mhm. Yes.
Whatever. Okay.
Okay.
Good. So now it's the time for the result. So
Mhm.
first of all, you don't need to judge yourself whether it is right or wrong, because there is no right and wrong. Sometimes when we're dowsing, our dowsing may show us result based on the state when I'm holding. So suppose when you are dowsing, I am holding the amethyst, and in the middle of the process, I hold the uh, crystal quartz. So you got the answer. I was holding amethyst, but right now I'm holding the crystal quartz. So that's mean uh, uh, you may think that okay, my answer is wrong. So that's not the right thing. So don't doubt your answer, and over the time we will be more uh, correct about the result what we are getting through dowsing, because uh, we have the intention to push the probabilistic result towards more correct. We will not get the 100% correct result for sure. No dowsers can say that I am 100% correct all the way. To
Mm.
me, 70 to 75% is good. My mentor, he says that for him 80 to 85% is acceptable result, and some other good dowsers they can say okay 90 to 95%, but till now I haven't seen anyone says that I always get the 100% correct result.
Mm.
So
Well,
don't
that
judge
would be
yourself.
attachment that as well, wouldn't
Yeah.
it?
Right.
Attach. Yeah.
Yeah, so
So.
the correct answer was I was holding the amethyst. So
Ah.
uh, uh, yeah, that's it.
Mhm.
So
Thank you,
in the next
Tanvir.
session, you're welcome. So in the next session, we will do some advanced dowsing. It's a percentile dowsing.
Look forward to it. Thank you so much, Tanvir.
You're welcome.
It's been absolutely fascinating. And I'm sure our viewers will have had a really interesting experience with that. And please don't, as Tanvir said, don't get disheartened if you didn't get the same answer, if you didn't get the correct answer, because this takes time. This takes a lot of time to get kind of anywhere near consistent. And it's dealing with something that's outside of the ordinary and the obvious, and that always brings a bit of self-doubt into it. So the more you do it, the more confidence you'll get, the more relaxed you'll be about it, and the more accurate it will get. And it's just one of many tools that you can use to interact with energy and to connect with your intuition. And intuition it's like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets, and the better, and the more of a relationship you'll develop with it, and the more you'll get to know yourself and what's your intuition and what's other stuff. So just keep doing it would be my advice. Just keep trying.
Yeah. And the thing is, for some people, it happens right away, and some other people, it's need practice. For me, it took around 2 months to get some sort of consistent, correct result. And till now, I will not say that I am getting 100% correct result all the time. But the thing is, the more I am practicing, I am getting more correct results in the process. So
Yeah.
the thing is, we need to practice it. And also remember one thing: don't judge yourself or judge your result, whether you are getting correct result or not, because at very initial stage, what happens, people are getting correct result very frequently, and they get a over, I mean, they're very much confident, and it's turned into overconfident. And then what divine is trying to do, make uh, give you some false result consistently,
Because
and
the
to
ego
make you
comes in.
confused. Yeah. Right. But the thing is, you shouldn't stop. If you stop,
No.
that's mean it's done, the game is over. So uh, the thing is, you need to go with whatever result you are getting, and don't be egoistic, what just Emma told. So if you're getting good result, that's very good. Use it for the good purpose. Definitely when you are asking 3 questions, so it's already filtered out that you are not allowed to use these energies for any kind of bad purposes. So your purpose should be good, and if your intention and purpose is good, definitely over the time you will get the answer correctly, and that's my belief. Yeah.
Thank you, Tanvir. That's
Thanks, Emma.
very well put.
Right.
So, yes, thank you so much for joining us today for this practical exercise in and lesson from Tanvir, who is a professional energy worker. He's a holistic house healer and also a dowser, as well as being a Reiki practitioner and healer for people as well as houses. So yes, and we really hope you can join us next time and learn more about some more advanced techniques of dowsing. And yes, keep
Yes.
staying curious, keep practicing, and we look forward to seeing you soon. So,
If you have any question, then just drop your question in the comment section. We'll be there. And
yes.
if you want to contact us or Ema regarding any kind of energy healing, or you are having some kind of questions which you were stuck, you need kind of answer from the divine, feel free to contact us. So in the description, you will found the information for
Yeah,
Ema and me as well.
that's
Yeah.
it. You can contact us by our websites or by email or by social media or just in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. So yes, don't hesitate to get in touch.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's all for now. Have a lovely day and see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.